Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking on this video, and I now feel honored to talk to your souls, what they want to tell us, and we're just gonna see what comes through. But I feel like we will be focusing on future steps of our careers. I feel like the souls that are coming through have collectively want to talk about future steps, like specifically asking us to come into our strength and not feeling scared. I feel like that comes through strongly. Not feeling, so we often have these beautiful lives that we live in our mind. Like, we know what we want, or we like all these thoughts as in the future I'm going to do this or that, and like a dream. And oftentimes what we say is that we are not ready yet. Oh, I'm not ready yet. I'm going to do that when I'm ready. Or we don't even think about doing it now because we don't at all feel as though we have the strength that we feel is going to be needed. And these souls that are here really want to say, some really nice souls, by the way, and they really want to say and tell us that we already have everything we need to start. Everything we feel like is missing yet will be developed. It will be developed through doing. I'm sure we all know this sentence, learning by doing, I mean, what? Learning by doing. And yeah, that's important, to just start. But now we're gonna take some cards. What do these things want to tell us? So nice. Okay. I feel like some of us have nearly these rational thoughts about money, which I completely understand, by the way. I have those too. We think like we cannot start that, we cannot do what we want to do because we fear not having enough money. But I also feel like many of us, these fears are not ours. These fears have been told, like we have been told that we have to fear that. For example, I don't know, I tell my mother, my father, or a friend or anyone that I want to, open a business, start a business. And then they're like, oh no, well, I've had a friend who did that and it went really bad, and they did not have any money left, and in the end they had to work, somewhere where they didn't want to work, and it just didn't work out. So I wouldn't do it. Like this, stories, like fears that have been projected onto us, which are not our fears from the beginning. I feel like that's big. Many of us have that, and most of us have got this fear from a male person, a dad, a teacher. But the souls want to tell us that first, we already have everything we need. Like, we have the knowledge, and some of us may have to gain some knowledge of how to start our business and how to manage it. But we basically have the knowledge of what we want to do. We have an idea, and that is really good. We have a dream, an idea. We already have the power, the strength to do it. But it's not this manly strength, this hard strength, but it's really, it's like a confidence. That's what I'm searching for. A confidence. We are already confident in what we do. We just need to project it in our work. We just need to start doing it. But I'm gonna get 2 more cards. Yeah, we just need to start doing. We need to start showing people. You know, I feel like many of us actually fear. I want to say society. We fear going outside and showing. I feel like some people may have some art projects they have been working on, and we always dream about how we want to show it to people and how their response is going to be and how we're going to feel and all that. And some of us fear that moment because we have these thoughts in our head that when we show people our work, they're going to criticize us and we're going to feel not good enough again, and we don't want to destroy that. I've had that a lot. And I feel like I know that feeling that's being like that I feel right now. And we just imagine this life where people know our work, and maybe in some of these dreams people appreciate our work and we feel treasured, appreciated and good. But the souls are telling me that I have to tell you, and myself, that we need to bring it in the open. We need we can, if we want to, we can show people what we have, what we can do, who we are, basically. Because I don't know why I am that focused on art right now, but I feel like many of us have some art projects, or I don't know, like literally drawing, writing, you know, the art of playing cards, reading cards. I feel like writing is a big part, actually, and pottery, and maybe someone has something to do with like sports, like who wants to be an athlete or something, running, or skiing. I don't know. I'm just seeing lots of these kind of things. And we can now go into the open with it. We can now show people what we can do. And I know some of us feel like, no, we're not ready. We feel like when people criticize us, we won't be strong enough to stand against that and to keep going with our dream. But we can. They're basically telling us we have that confidence already. But it's not a harsh confidence. It's not like, well, I'm the best. No, it's not like that. It's a confidence in ourselves. I know there may be people who are better than me at doing what I'm doing, and that is fine. And I'm not trying to be the best, but I am just doing what makes me feel good. And that's really the main message here. That we can just focus on that. It makes me feel good, and so I can do it, and so I will be doing it. So, and it's interesting how these two are money cards as well. Like, you know, the king basically telling me we will always have enough money to do what we want to do, to proceed doing it, and it's also this feeling of appreciation. So if some of you have been scared that your art won't be appreciated, that's definitely not it. It definitely will be appreciated. Even though some people may not say it, because, you know, especially when we read, I don't know, but there have been people that I've channeled for, and people with whose soul I talk to, and these people did not immediately respond with, "Oh my God, thank you." I don't know, sometimes I kind of expect that because you felt as though you could really help, but they don't tell you that you did. And if you're like, "Oh, okay, what went wrong?" Maybe they didn't feel like it helped them, but just because people don't say it sometimes doesn't mean that it didn't help. I have experienced that after half an hour, when I was still together with that person told me out of nowhere, "Thanks." Simply, "Thanks." And I was like, okay, well, you're welcome. But to not focus on that appreciation is important, of course, because when you do something to be appreciated, you will feel discouraged when you're not appreciated. But it's always good to know that secretly or openly, people do appreciate what you do. They do appreciate your art, and it sometimes can remind us that we love what we love doing, why we love what we love doing, and encourage us to keep going. Yes, and one more card, please. One more card. Oh, okay. It's nice. Yeah, it's basically, again, it's just telling us to not even only go into showing people around us what we do and what we want to do, talking about it and being a bit more open with it. It's also that we can actually show the world, in a sense. We can, for example, do social media and reach as many people as we can with what we do, which I think is a wonderful message here. And this card is also telling me, and the souls are telling me, that we will feel more complete, that we will feel so much more ourselves when we embrace what we want to do, when we actually take a step towards it. It feels like sometimes we are lying to ourselves and to whom we lying to ourselves about who we are, because we want to fit into society, or want to live a secure life, or we do not want to disappoint our parents or people who depend on us. But while doing that, we are basically lying to ourselves sometimes. I know I felt like that. I did something and I was basically an empty person, is what I like to describe myself in the past. I was an empty person because I certainly didn't do what I wanted to do, but I did what I had to do, in a sense. I thought I had to do it. And it was part of my way, and that's totally fine now. But I want to encourage you, especially with that card, that when you embrace who you are, what you want to do, what are your strengths, if you're really good at drawing, then embrace that, because you are already confident enough. If you feel scared because you feel like people are going to criticize you, you don't have to feel like that. You do not have to fear that, because you are strong enough in yourself, and every challenge that is coming your way will only do you good, because it will make you even stronger and even more confident. You're going to work through it, and it's not even something that I've seen, these challenges, it's just something I wanted to say. So it's not something that really shows up in your reading. There will be small, I definitely feel that there will be small steps you need to take, and some smaller, I don't even want to call them challenges, but some small things laying in your way that you first need to step over. But these are small things only in the beginning, like, and yeah. And then you will step by step feel more complete. You will be feeling as though part of you that you've been missing has now come to you, and you now know who you are and who you want to be. So thank you very much for your trust and for letting me talk to your souls. Thank you. Bye-bye.